guys, it's Carol, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the 4 things I've done that have helped me clear my cystic acne. I made a video about 2 years ago, kind of on the same subject, but it was more about the products I used on my skin that started to help clear my cystic acne. But since then, I've done a lot more research, and my skin has actually never been in better shape. I can safely say that I have not had a major breakout in at least a year and a half, which is a success considering my face used to be like covered in cystic acne, at least from like here down to here. So the 4 things, so I'm going to talk to you guys about like the 4 things I've done since then that have helped my skin. The first thing I've done is I've simplified my routine. Prior to about 2 years ago, I used to exfoliate my skin excessively, and I would never use a toner. I would also use a variety of products as opposed to like 3 or 4 products that I knew would definitely work for me, just because I was so desperate to clear my skin, and I thought if this doesn't work in a week, then this will work the next. But as a result, my skin just suffered immensely. So since then, I've simplified my routine, and I pretty much cleanse, tone, and moisturize, and will use a spot treatment every single night. And these products I've been using for about a year, and these are products that I know and I trust, and I try not to change up my products so much unless, actually no, I have not changed up my products in at least a year, which I'm okay with because my skin has never looked better. Another thing that I used to do is I used to use face masks. I feel like a little bit too excessively. It was at least 4 times a week that I would use face masks, but these were masks that were a little bit harsher on my skin because it was those like pore cleansing ones that are good to use once a week, but when you use them 2 or 3 times a week, they can definitely dry out your skin. So I've cut back on that and definitely only use a face mask at least once a week. The second thing I've done is I've changed up my diet. So the acne I suffered from was hormonal acne, so all of my acne was along my jawline. And the thing about hormonal acne, especially for women, is it comes from your hormones being imbalanced. And so in order for me to balance my hormones some more, I had to cut out dairy from my diet. But I definitely didn't cut it out like indefinitely. Like I will still have pizza or a cheeseburger here and there. I try to keep it to a minimum. What I don't do is I don't really drink milk. I changed over to almond milk or coconut milk. I found that those are really good and definitely way better for my skin. Otherwise, I know the days when or the weeks when I have like excessive dairy, such as like cheese. It's mostly cheese. Like that's honestly my problem. The following week I will definitely break out and I'll get like 1 or 2 pimples down here, which I can attest to it being hormonal. The third thing I did was, and I kind of talked about this in that other video, is I went natural with my products. I no longer purchase stuff such as Clean and Clear or Proactive like I used to. I can't even imagine how much money I actually spend on all of those acne products just because I feel like it was a lot. But this is all in the hopes of me like having clear skin, and it never happened. So I went natural with my products. Now I'll use things such as witch hazel and honey in order to treat my skin, or tea tree oil in order to spot treat. And these are all things that have worked for me. I've also really been into using oils, which I used to be terrified of because I thought, okay, well, if I put more oil on my skin, I'm going to get more pimples. But it's actually the opposite. I found that oils, at least jojoba oil, is a really good cleanser and a really good moisturizer for me. Jojoba oil is also the closest oil to the oil your own skin produces. So when you like moisturize with that, your skin feels hydrated and not like excessively oil, which is good. And the last thing I did is I had to change some really bad habits I had. One of them was washing my face. I used to never wash my face at night. Like, I don't know, it was just like I'd get in bed and I'd fall asleep, and if I was wearing makeup, then I was wearing makeup, and I just wouldn't care. I would just go to sleep with makeup on, or I'd be too lazy to just go like just wash my face, just like cleanse my face, or even like go wipe my skin with like a face wipe. Like I never used to do that. So now I've made it a habit to wash my skin every single night. I will come home sometimes at like midnight from work or from being out, and I will still make it a point to go straight to the bathroom and wash my face, because it's important to like clean all of that grime off from the day from your face. The second thing I've done is, like I said, I used to excessively use face masks, so I've cut that down to at least once a week, one face mask a week. And there's about three or four different ones that I use, but I alternate and I change when I use them, so I don't, you know, over dry my face or well, you can never over moisturize your face, but like, so I don't over dry my face with like pore cleansing face masks. And the third thing I've done, and some people are gonna think this is crazy, but it honestly works and it makes sense to me. I do not wash my face in the morning. So the reason why I do this is because, okay, so think about when you go to sleep and you wake up. Usually when you wake up, your skin is like really nice and supple and refreshed looking, and that's because overnight your skin is like, you know, like fixing itself, I guess. It's like renewing its cells and all of that. So for you to wake up and wash your skin and change the pH balance and do all of that, I feel like it's gonna do more damage than good in the end. So what I do is I don't wash my face in the morning. If I wake up and I feel like, oh, my skin feels kind of gross, what I'll do is I'll take a little like cotton pad and I will put some witch hazel on it and just like rub that all over my skin, just to kind of like refresh it and help it a little bit. And it's gonna moisturize it. It's not gonna like strip the moisture from my skin as well. And then I'll just grab some sunscreen and put that on. But I try not to cleanse or exfoliate my skin in the morning, because I just feel like I'm gonna throw off the pH balance and that like supple morning glow is gonna go away, which I never want. Alright, so I thought I would show you guys kind of like an overview of my face and my skin, what it looks like. You guys can go back and watch the video I posted from 2 years ago, and even then you can see a huge difference. And this has only been in the 2-year span doing the things that I've been doing. 4 things I swear by that I know helps clear up my skin. So, and like I said, I've been doing this for 1.5 years, and I haven't had a major cystic breakout. If you guys have any questions, please ask them down below and I will definitely get back to you. And if you guys want to watch a video on the products I use on my skin, I can do that. Just leave a suggestion.